If you two will excuse me, I think I want to go freshen up a bit.
Yes, you just go right ahead and do that, dear, but be careful.
What is with Miss Thing? She's absolutely frantic.
No, well, I don't know, but really nice weather we've been having lately, don't you think?
Wait a minute. I was talking about Abby.
Oh, were we? Well, I wouldn't worry. Something probably just got into her. Or maybe she's having one of those peak experiences in life.
Well, whatever. After that little peak experience, I think she could use some more to drink.
Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. Here, let me do that. After all, I am the hostess, you know.
Yes, with the mostest. Relax, Ethel Merman, or should I say Ethel Zimmerman? I'll take care of it. I'm the chosen party giver of the White House Klingon. Barbara? What is in this glass?
Oh, it probably just fell in there like
Don't answer. I know what's in the glass. You dosed Abby fine, didn't you?
Well, I only did it to get her off your back. And there's no real harm done. You've got to admit she's a lot more fun to be around like this.
That is not the point. You go on and on about how people need to be in control of their own lives, and you do something like this.
I do not need you to point out my inconsistencies.
How much did you give her anyway?
Well, she did ask for a tab, so I gave her the only kind I had.
You know, she could freak out on us at any moment. She might be trying to fly out the bathroom window right now.
Oh, come on. Nobody wants to be Diane Linkletter.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I mean, I knocked on the door, but with all the commotion, I figured you couldn't hear me. So I called 2 little cabs from Little Rock. They've got an office now. Business must be good. Why, Daniel, aren't you going to take my coat?
Yeah, sure. Why don't I take your coat? And why don't you take a seat? Here, you can use my seat. Because Barbara's got something she's going to tell you. Don't you, Barbara?
I don't know. Do I?
Barbara?
Well, let's see now. I have something to tell you. I cannot tell a lie. Now, what was it again?
Barbara.
Well, I never wanted to be George Washington.
What is it, dear? What are you waiting for? The tide to roll in or something? We don't have all day. Out with it.
Well...
Barbara, come on.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, you act like I've committed some sort of a crime or something.
You
I
have.
have?
Yes, you have.
Ugh.
What is it you've done?
Oh, it was nothing really. Just a little trick. Harmless little joke I played on you. I just put something in your tea.
Oh, and what was it? You know, it tasted really good.
Oh, I'm so glad you liked it.
Barbara, tell her what it was.
It was a little pink triangle of enlightenment.
I've never seen that in any recipe.
Explain it to her.
It was just a teensy-weensy little hit of acid. A measly little dose of lysergic diethylamide. LSD. That's all. Oh, and by the way, have I mentioned how much I just love that dress you're wearing?
Barbara didn't mean it maliciously. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. Except that you keep asking me if I'm okay. But I'm fine. I'm happy fine. Who am I kidding? No, I'm not. The game's over.
Yeah, I guess you're right. The party's over. It's time to call it a day. Come what may. Oh, I always really, really wanted to be Judy Holliday.
When I say the game's over, I'm not talking about the card game.
Oh?
I mean, even though I've been having trouble seeing my cards, there's something I want to tell you.
Well, go ahead. You're allowed.
I don't know if I can do it.
Oh, sure you can. Go ahead, give it a whirl.
Well, I don't know how to say it.
How about in plain English?
Look, why don't you just share whatever profound thoughts are going through your mind right now?
Well, the truth of the matter is
Yes?
that I'm Abe's father.
Oh dear, maybe I shouldn't have given her that acid.
Look, Abby, you're confused. It's just the drug. It'll wear off shortly.
No, I'm Abe's father.
Wow. That's a really good hallucination.
That's no hallucination.
No, I'm Abe's father.
Oh my God. Now that is no hallucination. But wait a minute, all this time we thought you were his mother and really you were his father and we didn't understand, like, what a minute, how did this happen?
Abe's mom died shortly after giving birth to him. I was all alone. I had no one to turn to. Abe's first word was mama. Mama! So I began to play mama around the house. It seemed like the respectable thing to do at the time. But I didn't plan for it to go on. I just got trapped in it.
Did Abe know?
No?
Yes.
No. At least, I don't think so. I figured he'd be embarrassed by the knowledge of his father. I figured I would tell him when he was old enough to understand.
And how old would that have been?
I don't know, because I don't even understand how it all happened.
Wow. This is really incredible. I mean, you're amazing, Abby, to spend your whole life pretending to be his mother when really you were
Wait
his
a
father.
minute, did you just call me Abby?
Huh. Yeah, I guess I did.
Well, it's about time, if not a little late.
Oh no, it's not too late. I'll call you Abby from now on. So you got confused in gender roles. We all do from time to time. It can happen to the best of us. I say, why don't we just do away with them altogether?
You know, I really thought that you were...
Oh, Daniel, it's easy to be what people think you ought to be, that you should be. I was just playing a caricature of a stereotype, that's all.
Well, I can't say I really blame you. I always wanted to be Abe's mom. You know, you might want to think about getting yourself some sort of counseling. I'm just not sure where you would go. Maybe they have a 12-step program for people addicted to a different gender identity.
And you should talk?
Maybe you could even get on Geraldo. This could be a big breakthrough.
Barbara.
The only breakthrough is that I've finally been able to tell someone after all these years of holding it in. Somehow after tonight I feel close enough to you two to tell you. But I don't need counseling. What I need is a good electrolyst.
Well, you know, I think you're right. I don't think Abe knew. I think if he did, he would have told us. But I'm really glad you told us. I just wish Abe was here. Here. This was Abe's favorite. I think we should put it on the quilt panel that we make for him.
You mean you'll help me after all?
Well, sure, that's what friends are for.
Oh, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me through good times, through bad. Now, I'm sure I wouldn't mind being some of them. I'm just not sure which ones. Like, I wouldn't mind being Dionne Warwick or Gladys Knight, and I wouldn't mind having Elton John's glasses collection or Stevie Wonder's talents, and I wouldn't mind...
Get a grip, Mary.
Huh? I always wanted to be Mary Tyler Moore.
You're the one with the identity crisis.
I beg your pardon. I'm just a little girl from Little Rock. We're just three little girls from Little Rock. We lived on the wrong side of the tracks, but the gentleman friends... Oh, come on. I think I've got a piece of material in the bedroom that we can use to make Abe's quilt panel with. We might as well get started.
Yeah, you're going to be up for quite a while. It's really wonderful to see you all again. Missoula was a really turning around point for us last year. It seemed that our shows after Missoula just took off, and everything went so great, and our receptions were we were really well received, is what I mean to say. And so we're really happy to be back here again. It's sort of like it's like sort of coming back to a what? I can't think of the word. Oh, is that it? Okay. That's the word. What was it again? Say it louder.
High watermark.
High watermark. And so we'd like to thank William Dratz and Victor Mingowitz, the All-City Queer Nation, and all the other folks involved in bringing us here. Let's see. Other thank yous.
Who are we staying
Oh, Lars and Richard and Linda and Em and Alex. It sort of like comes as a unit. Thank them.
Yes, thank you.
you.
And also thank you to Ginny Marion at the Missoulian for writing the article about us once again.
And
And there's holidays coming up, like Veterans Day, which means you'll probably be wanting to get people gifts.
that's right. I hadn't thought about the fact that we're not going to have a Veterans Day tree.
But they can have a Veterans Day t-shirt.
That's right. And if you see Marie at the back of the room, or right here now, she's selling our t-shirts, which come in 4 designer colors, which are ash,
Gray.
lavender mist,
You can figure that one out.
aqua,
Blue.
and rosebud.
Pink. And we didn't make the names up, honest. They came like that. And they really help support us to keep going, so if you want to, buy one. And thank you again, Missoula. We love you.